standing ovate. Pull up to the event, 10 plates on the bench, 4 niggas in the jag, 100 cash in the bag. It's posture, not swag, I'm cutting crime in half. Time to be your own man, a man ain't a man without a plan. Pushed up by the wheel, I don't need no key. Nino chasing the MF, just having a G.
This is Landslide live straight from the bricks. We back again with another one. Today we have a official dude with us, man. Borough of Brooklyn, New York City. Bed-Stuy.
That's right, Bed-Stuy.
From Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
Actor, father, entrepreneur, Mr. Hustle Hard, man.
Hey.
Peace, God. How
Pleasure.
you?
All good.
How's everything,
Can't
man?
complain, everything beautiful.
Trip coming through is easy?
Getting to it.
Recently, you just had, I'm gonna get right into it.
Right.
You just had your second annual Maino.
Oh, yeah.
How was that, man?
That's beautiful, bro. Like, that right there is like a dream for me because, you know, being an artist, you know, it's cool, right? But you become an artist for so long, you get so caught up in the music or being entertaining, like what you actually really believing.
Right.
So we talking about legacy. So when I got approached to have my own day, and I know it's a lot of people out here getting days, this one day, that one day, like the city gave me that day. I got the proclamation.
It's not a lot of people. They usually not here when they get that.
Yeah, but no, I see a lot of people saying I got this day, this one, that day. They're giving out toys in the park and all that. That's different. I went down to City Hall and got the proclamation and gave me the date officially. So
by the borough president,
100%. So then I was like, which the mayor and all of them got to sign off on that. So my thing was, what am I gonna do on that day? We just gonna have it just to have it, or we really gonna do something to give back? So I asked them, could I make it every August 16th, which is my mother's birthday, right? And they was like, sure. So now, yeah, no, so thank you, bro. But the thing was, I was like, all right, I wanna do this huge festival style block party, give back, concert. I wanna do all these things in one. And unfortunately, you know, shout out to my team who actually really helped me really put this together, Bet, Bianca, and everybody else that really, you know, Herbie. The thing is this, so I block off 2.5 city blocks.
Okay.
Like I didn't want to go in the park. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Everybody going to block. I ain't gonna go on the block. Yeah. I don't want to go in the park. I want to do something that ain't being done. I want to go.
So what they give you? Not to
they give me permits.
They give you the option, or they ask you if you want to.
You could put permits to go in the park and do a basketball game, right? You could do that, and I don't want to diminish that or undermine that, but those are cool. But that's the obvious thing. We already have those, right? You could do a big give back in the park. You could do a local concert because we got a stage, we got an amphitheater in our park. We could have did that. I'm like, nah, I want to do my shit on the street. I want to block off from Green all the way to Lafayette. That's 2 city blocks, right? I want to block that off and then have another block in the intersection. Kids rides, all of the stuff for the kids on one side, stage on another side. You got kids, you got elders, you got young niggas, you got old niggas, you got a plethora of everybody there. It's love, everybody eating for free. It's just a beautiful thing, bro.
Everybody's safe.
Yeah, everybody's safe. No issues.
So you was born and raised
in
Bed-Stuy. Come up with both parents.
Yeah, originally. So you know, my father got caught up in. He was in the first era of the crack wave. So when that crack hit, he was when that hit, and we see the pictures of what the early '80s looked like. He was in that first wave.
Oh, he got caught
so
up.
He got caught up.
Like before then, you had a structured life.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I did. I felt like early when I was around 9 or 10, I felt like we was pretty regular. You know, when you grew up in the ghetto, you don't realize nothing is wrong because it's just love. You know what I mean? Of course, because you don't really, your needs and your wants is you know what you need for. Like, you know, it's no expectation. It ain't till like I started to see the difference in my father. You know, like we had TVs and VCR. Oh, that's gone.
I know.
You know, it's that era. It's that era. You come from school, your TV gone, everything gone. All of the good stuff gone, everything.
I was telling my son, I remember it was glass everywhere.
Yeah.
We would catch flats every day, all day. It was
That's a fact.
Everywhere.
Because we come from a time when it was lots. We was cutting through our buildings and going through the lots to get to school. And you know, we would see crackheads and you know, my father had friends, so a lot of times when I would come out to go to school, he would, you know, they in the living room. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Even though
they
he
getting
got
high.
caught up, did he still kind of keep structure? Because it's a difference with somebody like a
But
crackhead and a smoker.
no, that crack. I think he wanted to. I think, but that struggle was a struggle was real though. Like crack is to me as the only drug that I seen where people actually become zombies. I mean, you had mothers out there selling them their
I
bodies,
know.
right? Like, what drug make you do that? Like, it's that potent to make you do that. So, he. I think it's a difference between what you want to do and what the drug is pulling you to do. This is when they classify that shit as being a disease. You understand? So it was like, he tried, he couldn't, it couldn't. It didn't last. He died like maybe like when I was about 13, 14.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So going forward, he passed.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom was just struggling. She keeping you up, but you came
My
outside
mom's
early.
had her own things to deal with. You know what I mean? She had her own demons, and but I now that I look back on it, I commend her because you're trying to raise two young black males, little boys in a ghetto in a time where it's like, you ain't have GPS. You don't know if your kids are gonna go out and not make it back home, right? So, be home by 9 o'clock, and you can only hope your kids make it home. We was on the train, 11 years old, going 42nd Street and stuff like that, doing things that we had really no business doing. So the thing is like, I commend her for being strong and never giving up on us, right? So it was
You got
like,
siblings too.
yeah, well, my brother. So she was raising two. We wound up having another little brother years later, but at the time, right, it was just me and my brother, and we were being raised by a woman that my mom's had me when she was like 18, 19. So she was young, right? So there's no booklet on how to do it.
Right. There's no manual. That's a fact.
Her husband is in the street, like I'm literally outside playing with my son, playing with my friends, and I see my father outside with the rest of the crackheads. You see what I'm saying? So that was like doing things to me that I couldn't understand. And then, but I give her a lot of credit for not for putting up the best fight she could possibly put up.
You finished school?
No, hell no.
You go.
School.
You ain't finished school.
Sheesh.
You ain't play no sports, none of that?
I mean, I'd say I'm nice.
In ball?
Herbie gonna say I'm trash. Nah, I'm saying like we all. Come on, this is ghetto, man. We had the crates right behind my window. Like we all played. We played in the PAL a little bit, but I didn't have a passion for it. Like I thought I was gonna be a ball player. It was kids around me that did. And it was really, really, really good that I played with. They wound up becoming, really good players. But it was the hood. You growing up and you just trying to find a way.
So you get into the streets at 14.
No, we was outside earlier than that.
Damn.
We was outside earlier than that. We was running around, come on, like I remember being 12 years old, like on a train, 11, 12 years old. Maybe even, first of all, my father took me to the train station. I don't want to say 10. I think I mistakenly said 10. I think when I turned 11 years old, he took me on the train and showed me how to ride a train.
It was like that back
He
then.
knew that
You would do
you
that.
needed to instill that in me. He showed me how to do the 4 stops from where we lived at to Hoyt Skimmerhorn, downtown Brooklyn and back. So I learned that, you know what I mean? And you know, by the time I'm 12 years old, my father is he outside. So we hanging out, we going to the park, went around doing shit, went around with older dudes, like, so it was like I was being pulled into a lifestyle that I felt like was normal because everybody outside doing something.
You was hustling? You got into that?
We started hustling. I feel like I started hustling maybe at 14. Before that, it was just like whatever. We outside doing whatever. We outside stealing. We doing
So you
whatever,
ain't start
robbing.
from packing bags and
Nah,
windows,
man.
none of that?
I ain't packed no bags.
You ain't pack no bags.
No, I ain't packed no bags. They passed me a pistol. Like that. I was 12 years old, riding on the back on the pegs with it. They had to put a book bag on my back and there was guns in there. You know what I'm saying? While he riding, I'm on the pegs, standing up, and I got the book bag on. He got hammers in there. You see what I'm saying? Word.
Coming from that time, so.
Shout out to B.O. We could talk about this, man. Like, why would you do that to me? Like, I was so young.
You ever used one of them pistols?
Plenty times.
Plenty times.
Plenty.
What'd that do to you?
Well, you gotta remember, like, before I don't never like to try to overrate something or make it seem like I was doing something that was out of the normal. I was just so gangster, something like that. I never want to present that or like try to like make it seem like it's the thing to do, right? But you gotta understand, in this times right now, we was excited by the niggas that was shooting and had respect. I was.
That was the
I
thing.
was like, right? It was always about that, because you couldn't do nothing without respect, right? So even if you hustle, you had to have respect, because why? Because niggas was coming stand on your head if you did, right? So the people that was outside doing things and they had no issue with being violent, you know,
They got the further.
it was like yeah, I'm like that too. Like I wanted to be that. I had a lot of gun accidents, you know what I mean? I shot my friend when I was 14 in the
How that
stomach.
happened?
It was a mistake, really, you know what I mean? We shouldn't have been doing what we was doing. I wound up shooting him in the stomach. Shot myself in the hand, shot my friend in the finger. Like had a lot of, because we was playing with them pistols so early that we was reckless and careless, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, because we was trying to mimic that was slightly older than us that was doing that, you know, getting in arguments at the gym in the park and then backing out and then, you know,
You
it
had
was like,
mentors? You have a mentor? Nobody
I had people that I looked up to. I had people that was out of the house before me that I feel like I follow behind. I don't think nobody really sat me down and schooled me to something, you know what I mean? But, you know, it was on the job training. You know, I'm following behind what I think is the best route to take.
That's what we need. We need some more guidance out here.
Right, but it's hard to have guidance when the people that's leading us don't have the guidance.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna teach if you're not
But
a
they
good
know a
teacher?
little bit more than the
Shit.
dude they 10,
On
15 years older than.
right, but the thing is like, 'cause I was looking up to probably wasn't even that much older than me, maybe 5, 6 years older, like not even that much older. But in hindsight, it just feels older then. Like, so you be 12 and then around 18, 19, he like a grown man, but he's still a kid. He ain't got no business doing, right? So we learn all that in hindsight. See, it's easy to look back at things and say like, yo, damn, we should have been moving like this. So, you know what I mean? But when you don't know much, you can't do much. It's no internet. It's no information. The only information, we got to go to the library to get it.
You think that was like that simply because of the drugs at the time?
All the ghettos in America is the same. Drugs,
Poverty.
poverty.
That
It's
creates
underfunded
criminality.
neighborhoods. So what's gonna happen? Like my ghetto was no different than the ghettos in Harlem, right? Especially in these times. We talking about the crack 80s. We talking about abandoned buildings. We talking about crack lines from around the corner all the way up the block. That
You
went
would hear
on
they
everywhere
let
in
it
America,
happen.
huh?
You would hear that they let it happen for a while.
Of course they did, but who was affected by that? We was affected by that, and then by the time, by the time we get a little more older, like we in the line of fire, because all my generation, I feel like, was a generation that got punished the hardest behind those laws.
That's a
So
fact.
by the time 90 and 91 came, that was getting locked up for bodies, the young niggas that was 15, 16, then still in jail now.
Yeah. Man,
Or just getting out now.
it's crazy. Literally took a whole lifetime out of
So
you.
when I was in the C-74 and all that, a lot of them people that was with me then, it's a good amount, is still in there now. We talking 90s. We talking about young niggas that, I hate to get all
That's all right.
science-y, right?
That's all right.
But the way your mind is developed at 16 or 17 is not the same as it is when you're 37.
No, it's not. It's not the same at 27.
Right. But even at 27, you're still developing. But we always still developing. But the thing is this, it's a scientific fact that we make choices at that infant state different. You're more emotional, reactional, prideful.
Yeah, very
You see?
combative.
Made one move in 1990,
One mistake.
took his whole life. Whole life.
And a lot of that was designed like that, man.
It is. These laws, look, come on, man, we got it the worst.
It really is. It was designed that way. 3 strikes law. It was literally designed that way.
When they said, "Oh, these is
and we ain't put it there.
No. But those laws. So when the crack came, the violence came, and then the government, you know, made strict laws. Remember, it was the 3 strikes, wow,
Yes.
then, and all these things that happened like late 80s, early 90s, got roughed around. Like niggas got fucked around.
Like I tell people now, I didn't know nobody with no father.
Just what I'm saying.
Facts. I ain't
Not
know
an active, solid one, not a conscious one, not one that was really. I did, but you know,
it was Caribbean dudes. It wasn't us.
Yeah,
we ain't had no.
It's always a family. You know, like my cousins that lived in Queens, their mother and father was in the house. You know, but my cousin still wound up. One of my cousins still wound up playing in the street. You know, I don't know if just having a mother and father is always enough, because there's certain things that need to be done in the household to help keep the child on that right path. You know, and like I said, this is a different time, man. Like the mothers and our parents didn't have the information that parents got now.
That's a fact.
The land was different.
Today I say, you know, kids have parents. They got mothers and fathers.
Right.
Now they may not be in the same household. It's not good. All fathers are not good in relationships, but they there for their kids.
Right. I think our because we're the generation that was affected by, you know, mother and fathers on drugs. What we got now is way better, because the information is just right here. Right here, you can pick up this phone and figure out what you couldn't figure out 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was we getting information from? Right? Like how can you know, how did we even know that we was even dealing with trauma? We never knew that we was.
No, we didn't.
But we was.
No, we literally didn't.
You see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
We was.
That was looked at as like, straighten up, boy.
Right, it was more tough love.
Yeah, stop.
Yo, let me tell you something. My father used to, like, if I had a problem with a kid on the block or a kid in my neighborhood, he would go get him
and make y'all say
and make me fight.
Yeah, I would do that too.
I couldn't even do that to my son.
Nah. So today,
do that.
I'm talking about somebody he came up with. They're from the same neighborhood and they got a beef. Not just some outside dude.
I just couldn't. When my son was that age, I couldn't. I don't know. I was babying him too much. Yeah. I couldn't because I was like, my shit was a little rough. You know what I'm saying? My father like come downstairs. Come on, go ahead, boy, fight. I couldn't really see myself doing that. Like, what if he get him too good? What if he hit his head? Like, I was, you know. So, you know, but that's what I'm saying. There's a different time, and because tactics come with time. Different times, different rules.
Yeah, you learn more.
Right. So those rules that apply to those, because you got to be tough. I was like, my mom's telling me shit like, boy, don't let nobody hit you. You hit them back. Pick something up. You do like all that. Right. Absolutely. Kids, mothers and fathers not telling kids that no more. You realize that?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Think about that.
No, it's true. It's true. It's too much behind that, man.
Right. What was our mother and our father telling us before when we went outside? You got siblings, younger than you. Protect what? Don't let nobody
back without her.
Yeah.
Anybody she fighting, he fight.
And don't come back in this house crying about somebody hit you or hurt your family. None of that.
Yeah.
The mothers and fathers of today not saying that because it's the climate is different. Yeah. It's a different era. So we got different level of children. Maybe like some people say, "Oh, the kids are so soft." They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Because times has changed. It's like I like to say like the hood is disappearing.
Yep.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Gentrification is over.
Yeah. In some places.
Yeah.
Not in Brownsville.
But once it comes, that's the last of the Mohicans. But once it comes,
shout out to my dogs in the Ville. Why they left y'all out? It's crazy. Like we gotta talk to somebody.
They coming down, bro. They coming down.
They got it.
They coming down, bro.
Yeah. It's different. Like my neighborhood probably is the most gentrified. Yes. Or like Bedford-Stuyvesant is the place that had all of the. It's similar to Harlem with the brownstones, right?
It's like they took both at the same time.
Yeah. I think they started Harlem first though.
Yeah, they did.
And then they went to Brooklyn. But Brooklyn, they did the most reconstruction. Like they went crazy in Brooklyn. Like you think about the neighborhoods like Dumbo. Those was old factory, wore out warehouses and all that. Williamsburg and all that. Now those is trendy areas, and white people they're like, God, you're so cool. Oh my God, like you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes they be having the whole warehouse, bro.
Yeah, warehouses.
Go back there, they be having the entire
But these was
warehouse.
the crack places. These was the places where like it was like knock on the door, nigga, put something through the hole. Like these is it was.
You ever notice when they come, people stop doing hood shit and start working?
What you
Think
mean?
about like when they pull up, all of a sudden, the same people that was outside just start working for Amazon.
But that's a good thing.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but why they couldn't do that before?
Because it wasn't there for us before, and that's what I'm saying. We got hurt. I wish the information and the opportunity was around for us, because we would have probably, made better choices, right? Or not, right? Because everything that happens is meant to happen that way, I believe, right? So it is what it is. But like I tell my son, like you got everything you need as far as information. You shouldn't any question. If I can't answer it, let's go figure it out. Let's use our devices to help figure out things. Everything is bro, they got information to teach you how to open up a business, all kinds of stuff. It's out there. The information is there. It's just finding out where it's at.
Yeah. Or even having knowledge of how to direct it, like
right. But it's a better time now. So our kids is not walking through school parks with glass and crack valves on the ground no more. They're not seeing that no more.
They getting driven to school.
My son never took the train to school ever in his life. Never. And I'm just, let me tell you, I was telling my man the other day, I was like, I was so tempted to pull up to a random train station and tell my son, get out. When he was like about 16. Get out. What? Get out. I was tempted to do that, but I could not bring myself to do it, because those are the lessons. Because you know what doing that is? That teaches you how to problem solve, how to ask questions, how to figure it out. We need those skills, bro.
And they need that.
Because we not gonna always be there to figure out and sort out the problems.
Yeah.
Right? So problem solving is major. Is learn how to ask questions. You see that person that's wearing that uniform, they must work here. So hey, excuse me, ma'am, how do I learn how to speak, learn how to conduct yourself, right? But I couldn't do it.
So you think all of the sheltering kind of made him spoil you?
I don't want to say spoil you. I think he's solid as far as I don't think he spoiled you, but I just think that I didn't equip him with certain skill that he needed, and it's probably showing more now than ever,
Yeah. The friends he keep and all that.
No, but just trying to figure it out later, when a lot of those things was on me. I think I put myself to blame, because a lot of, like I said, I should have been more like, you got to learn how to do this. You got to, you know what I mean, equip. Like we got to keep our kids equipped, because
keep them driven.
Keep them equipped with the skills that they need to be in the world without us. It's like you ever see an adult outside that can't figure it out? It's like, how you got like that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I always look at that when I see the homeless. Like, damn, what's your story? I don't judge nobody, but I always do that.
Now, that might be a different story. You know what I mean? That might be something different. But I'm just saying, like, it's people that just cannot put their foot forward in a progressive way, and a lot of it starts with the way you think. You know what I'm saying? Because we always gonna have problems, bro. We all got problems. Everybody in this basement got a problem, or more, or many. But it's how you compartmentalize those problems and continuously push forward. That's the type of shit man, my life problematic, bro. Like I got problems falling out my shoe.
What would you tell a younger person about how to deal with their problems mentally? Let's say it's
first and foremost, this is what you gotta do. You gotta compartmentalize things. And meaning, the first thing is the things that you can't change, you gotta put that down for me. You gotta put that to the side. You can't do nothing about this right now.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing about this issue, whatever that issue is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My car got a slow leak. Well, I need a new rim on my car, but I ain't got the money to get it right now. Right? That's might be a problem, right? I ain't got the money, but what do? You stress about it, or you say, you know what? Let me figure out. I can't do nothing about that right this second, but when I am able to change that, I will. Right? So that's the first thing. Putting things to the side that you can't in the moment.
It's hard
adjust.
to do that when you're in the middle of nowhere and you're attacking.
But we always in the middle of nowhere, bro. In life, we always gonna be somewhere between one point and another. Always. Because there's always gonna be somebody doing worse than you or better than you. You 100 million up. There's somebody with $1 billion. So we always gonna be somewhere in the middle, my nigga.
There's always a problem though.
It's always gonna be
As
problems.
long as you got your health though, you can make a move.
But it's the way you think about it. If you think like that, then you better equip to handle your issues. If you only focus on a problem, then what's gonna happen? You ain't gonna never see the solution. So now what? You just, oh man, my bills due, the rent late, oh man, damn, I gotta go to the hospital, this and that. I don't like to be in a circle of pessimists. If you complain a lot all the time, I cannot. I absolutely not. I'm not even negotiating with that, bro. Like I cannot do that. That energy is, you know why? Because that shit's contagious, man. Nigga, like, you know, you come around somebody always complaining about something. Like, oh man, you know, my son getting on my nerves. Listen, nah, man, we ain't do it. Let's try to find a solution, man. You all got problems, man.
Especially if you complain just forever, like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I ain't with it.
That's a fact. So incarceration. What you comfortable with talking about why you was incarcerated?
Yeah.
Why?
I was incarcerated for drug-related kidnapping. We kidnapped a nigga that we thought that we was gonna be able to get money and drugs for.
Okay. So I was lame.
We had a bright idea. Young niggas thinking that they on something. We outside taking doing shit that, you know, and it went bad for us.
How long you did?
I did. Well, I had a 5 to 15 while I'm doing 10.
All right. Even though you made it out, what was the common mind frame of somebody that had?
Some of the dudes that had to stay there were some of the most humblest dudes.
Crazy.
So I was young, I was wilding, I was getting in trouble. I was, we was playing razor tag. We was having conflict with each other, and I made my time worse than it was.
The razor tag. This is in prison or this is in jail?
It started in jail. It started in Fort Billing. I went to jail when the Fort Billing was the most violent jail in America. Okay, so every day it's cuttings and slashings. These adolescents in here going crazy, right? So then when you get up north, you go to Coxsackie, you in Elmira, you in Clinton, like it's part two, and who you are is who you are. So I probably could have got out in 5 years.
Like, well, you felt like you had to do that, or you just turned?
I didn't have to do that. No, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie like niggas was standing at my bed making me. You know what I'm saying? I could have been, focused on the right things. It's all about where your mind is at. I could have been focused on the right things, trying to get home, going to school, get my GED, but I wasn't. I wasn't. We ain't here trying to get drugs, trying to just take shit, that nigga take chains, do all kind. Like I was with all that, and I don't diminish it because I needed to go through that to get here. Because let me tell you the realest shit ever. Had I not been getting in trouble in prison, you would never have known me. I never rapped, bro.
Never rapped?
I never rapped.
We gonna get into that, how you got into rapping. We gonna get into that. But you once said that the average person that gets stabbed in jail and dies.
What?
It wasn't really meant.
It wasn't on purpose. No.
Is it like how do you prepare to do that? How do you do that without?
How you stab, nigga?
Yeah, and not think he gonna die.
I don't think the average person. I stabbed one person
Mm-hmm.
in jail. Everything else was a razor, because that's what we was on, and I had like a I don't know, like a flathead, and I like kind of like stuck it in the dude head. No, two people I stabbed. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to kill him, but everybody that I know that caught a body in jail wasn't looking to actually do that. You see what I'm saying? We don't know body, what's vital and all that. We not equipped like that. The nigga, you hit the nigga in the wrong place. You hit the nigga's armpit, he claps his lung and all this. Like, we don't know.
That's crazy work. All right. The boxing boss situation.
Mm-hmm.
You knew him? Like you had a
Mm-hmm.
history? I knew
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other
it was
from the
cool.
streets?
No, it was cool. We was cool in prison, in jail.
So how'd that happen? Like you cut him first.
Yeah.
How he get that close to you when you was in that chair?
Underestimating things.
What made you underestimate?
Just not overestimate myself. You gotta remember, we young. I'm not the person I am today. You know? And the thing about that is that I don't know why, people like to, I guess the scar was such a thing that now that we starting to hear about him more or less, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I never had nothing bad to say about him, because we made an agreement years ago. It's like, we even, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I'm doing, you do what you're doing. I got many enemies. Got many enemies, right? So that was that. The thing is, it's like people now are like intrigued by that story. In general, the only reason why that conversation is relevant is because he cut me. Why nobody talk about the whole bunch of niggas I cut? It's only because he cut me that makes it relevant. But it's cool, you know what I'm saying? And I guess, especially the way the internet is designed.
A large part of that too is people want to see the giant come down, so they
Of
find anything.
course,
They
because
find.
it's not even nothing with him. It's the people saying, "Oh, I told that nigga couldn't have been that real. He was just like, he got scarred and this and that." Yo, bro, I went to prison in a time when most of the young niggas that was getting busy had scars.
Absolutely.
We all had scars,
Mm-hmm.
cause we giving it and we getting it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I've never spoke on my real life enemies, right? Or niggas that I've had, because at this point we not even enemies, bro.
Yeah,
That shit
you
just
said
ran its
that.
course. Like
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I've never had anything derogatory to speak on men about my past life, because that's exactly what it was, my past life.
Plus, y'all was able to, it ran its course.
It
Y'all
ran its
both did what
course.
y'all did. That was it.
Right, but the stories is like now, like that I was out here hiding when he was home. That's just ridiculous stories. The stories you see on the internet.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I seen it, but it's comical though.
Yeah, I hear he's doing life now.
But look, I mean, we make decisions and we live with our decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like I said, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him or no man that I had conflict with. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? It's people that I have conflict with. We can never be friends.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be friends. But that's what I'm saying. This is that era when conflict almost was cool,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like conflict was a thing. You see what I'm saying? Like,
It gave you points. Literally.
yeah,
If you overcame it,
yeah.
that's a fact. I'm still like that today. So besides patience,
Mm-hmm.
what's a good trait you left prison with?
I told myself that I wasn't gonna leave prison different than when I came in. There was three things that I was not gonna do in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna indulge in no homosexuality. I wasn't gonna become a drug addict, and I wasn't gonna become a jailhouse snitch. Those three things was my three rules that I needed, but that I felt like if a man indulges in those things, that he leaving his spirit in prison. I don't know why I thought that. I just felt like that. I never talked to nobody about that. I said, I'm going the same way I came. I'm not leaving a part of me in here doing some shit that I never did before, my nigga. Like, ever. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I was in prison the whole time, going through what I was going through, and you everybody talking, yo, bro. yo, you know, when you a nigga that really was bouncing from jail to jail in 10 prisons, like, nigga, wasn't out here doing a cool bid, being with the cool nigga. No, nigga, I was in it. Like, what's up? But no matter what I was going through, I felt like I'm not going to leave my spirit in here. Because if I do, I'm gonna be back. Yo, come on, I was seeing niggas go home. Oh, such and such going home next week.
Come right back.
Come right back. That was a nightmare. That was the most fearful thing ever. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be a jail nigga. I don't want to be a jail nigga. I don't want to be a jail nigga. I don't want to be a elite prisoner. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be a bandit. I don't want to be none of the things that I felt like I was getting caught up in. My friend came to see me, right? Because I don't know if you know what Southport is.
Yeah, I know, I've heard about it.
I was in Southport twice. My brother came to see me. He was just like, what's up with you, man? What's wrong with you, man? And him seeing, I was like, what you going to do? Two people that really know me said, man, like, yo, you came in here and lost your mind. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, you ain't trying to go home.
Because that's a box, right? So once
The whole jail was a box.
It's a box.
Yeah. But you say, he was more or less talking about my actions. Like, what you trying to really do? You trying to fuck it up to where you don't ever come home? Like, nigga, you had 5 to 15. Niggas is doing 5 and coming home. Why are you still here? You can't chill out. You can't stay out the way. Like, this shit in here is so important that you need to be indulged in this all the time. Like, you need to be in the back and forth, the prison, the beefs, the all that, the wars. Like,
Just straighten up and come home. Just straighten up and come home.
Tell niggas all that time. That's why I don't speak. You don't really see me speak on prison like that, because you know why? It's not the highlight of my life. No disrespect to the ones that, you know, feel like, you know, jail and all was a highlight because whatever they got going on right now is not as motionful. Bro, I've been living, man.
Yeah.
I've been living.
How many countries you been to?
Too many to name, bro. Too many to name. I take my daughter to be able to take my daughter every year to a different country for her birthday.
That's funny.
Because that's what she want to do.
Well,
Dad, you know what? I want to go to Cabo this year. Last year was Hawaii. Year before that was the Bahamas. That's what we talking about. What we talking about? Who we glorifying? We glorifying the nigga that was in it, came out and did it. In my lane. I'm staying in my lane. I'm staying in my lane. It is what it is. Like, I'm staying in my lane. Like, and what's meant for me gonna find me. It's gonna be there, but I'm gonna be here to go get it.
You said you didn't rap. How'd you get into rap?
In rap, getting in trouble. Getting in trouble. If I could sit back and say, damn, man, I could have came out in 5 years and been home, but I would have been home doing what? Because music is what really saved me. It gave me an idea to try something different, because I ain't have it here to say I wanted to do something different. I knew I was smart somewhere, but I didn't have it here to say what I'm gonna do. I was gonna come home and do the same shit we've been doing. We're gonna get money, we're gonna do whatever, we're gonna step on niggas, like whatever we're gonna do, we're gonna do. I'm gonna be that guy. So because I was getting in trouble and always ending up in the box, I found myself in the box one night, Southport on Friday night, and niggas is on the gate rapping. And I tell the story all the time. I told it a few times, and I got to get with him. I haven't got with him since he's been home, but I got to put him on my calendar. It's you know, big shout out to J Rock, to Terror, because we was in Southport Cages one day in the morning, and he was rapping, and he told me, he said, "Yo, you should rap." You know, like, I ain't rapping. We in the cages, one man cages, caged up, chained up, caged. He across, I'm in mine. He said, "Yo, it's gonna be the new hustle." This is the 90s, nigga. This had to be like, I don't know, what, 94? He said, you know what he said to me? You look like a rapper. Every time I think about that shit give me chills. Like, what? He said, you look like a rapper. Where you know what I'm saying? Like, you look like a rapper.
Where you move, where you carry shit.
He told me that. He was able to see something in me that I ain't even see. So when I started rapping in the box, I was just like, damn, what if I go home and do this? What if I try to like really do this shit?
Mm-hmm.
And I would be like, nah, I ain't doing this. I ain't no rapper. Cause you gotta remember, being a rapper wasn't what it was today. Like you ain't want the gangsters like, oh, you rapping ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that was almost like a like you ain't want to be the
rap, yeah, because that's back when rappers wanted to be like the street.
there you go. So the street niggas was looking at these rap niggas living our life. That was the mentality. These niggas living our lives. We really out here going to jail, shooting shit. Like we really doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was nervous to let that out, but I like doing it. I was like, oh shit, in myself thinking, and it was helping me. It was helping me to pass the time.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
I was waking up in the morning. I was just like writing a rhyme. I was just like living in my head, and it just became like a thing for me. Like, and then, but I started playing with the idea of actually going home to do it, which was like so far fetched. That was the most furthest. How the fuck am I going to be a rapper? Unbelievable.
Who would put it in your head? How you thinking? Like, yo, you go home, you do this.
Nobody. I was holding it from I was sharing it with people that was close to me first because I ain't had a confidence yet. You know, rest in peace to my brother Shoeshine. We was next door to each other, I block. I was I-5. We was on 7 Gallery, right next door to each other. And I used to be rapping. He's like, yo, you all right, man? We used to be in the cells like playing around, and I used to be, you know, imagining I was at the tunnel. I was like fantasizing, you know, this whole thing. But I didn't tell my people outside. I never told the people that really was caring for me, that was making sure I was good. I never told them
that you was rapping.
No, and I had my niggas was around Big at this time. They was around Biggie.
So you knew Big.
I didn't really know him like that. I knew Kim. I remembered him, but you know my right hand man, my brother, like my real brother, my brothers, they in the mix. So I'm like, oh shit.
You come home, it's perfect.
No lie. I wound up getting my hands on a recorder. You know, you can't have a recorder in prison. And I had like a beat tape. It was like Monifa beat, Nas beat, some shit, right?
That's what's up.
And I wanted to record myself rapping and snuck it out the jail, sent it to my brother Sino. And I wrote him a long letter. Yo, I've been hiding this shit for the longest. I rap. And yo, like I want you to play this for Big.
Okay.
I want you to play this for Big. I want you like, you know what I mean? Like I was nervous doing this because you gotta remember, like nobody knew me for being a rapper. And I was so, you gotta think, nobody had been home and became a rapper yet. That never happened. I'm the first. 100%. Who? Name one. That got any level of platinum success. That did like time.
Oh, they already went in when they already had success.
Time. Niggas, I didn't have no example to look at, bro. I didn't have like it worked for this person, it worked for that one.
Damn, I can't think of nobody.
Adult prison, 10 plus years, come home and become a rapper. Who that happened for?
Nobody.
So I didn't have no example. So I was nervous. So if a nigga would have asked me on the phone, yo, what you gonna do when you come home? Yo, I'm a rap. Nigga, you ain't no fucking rapper. You know what? You right. I'm hanging this shit up. That's how delicate I was with that, bro.
But they didn't do that to you.
I never told them.
I'm saying when you sent it back.
When I sent it back, when I sent it out, I had this girl. I had a lot of girls come see me, but I said this one girl. I passed it to her. I said it was wrapped up in an envelope. It had Sino name on it. It was taped up. I didn't want her to look in it. Like just pass it to him. Just get it to him.
Don't play it
and he got it. I heard he played for it, but two things happened. He wound up getting locked up, like almost right after that, and Big wound up getting killed.
Damn.
Well, him getting locked up was the real reason. Like, you know,
this before
I had never got a chance to. Yeah, I never got a response. I never got a chance to speak to him about it. We talk about it now. He's like, yo, this is crazy. He wound up getting locked up and wound up having to do 22 years. You see? So that's how just the life, It wasn't meant for that to happen though.
Yeah.
You see, and the big wound up dying like a little while later.
So what? You come home. How'd you put it into effect?
I don't know. 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 I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know. I came out. I just got it. I just said, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I told all my niggas. You know, I was fortunate to be in a position to have people around me that was doing things and that could help me. Right.
And this is around the DVD era, right?
Yes. And niggas saying like, yo, whatever you want to do, we gonna support. So we gonna do this rap shit. The name Hustle Hard, I made up in jail. Came home, you know, we hustle hard. I had two names, right? It was No Mercy and Hustle Hard. And we went with No Mercy first. I still was in the can. So shout out to my brother Dyko, because he went to the lawyer. He had the lawyer and everything. We had the paperwork and all before I even got out. Say, yo, somebody used No Mercy, but we could go Hustle Hard. I said, bet we going with that. So we almost wasn't that, right? And I just got out with like saying, yo, let me at least try this. If it don't work, nigga, what we really losing? I ain't losing nothing. I'm out here, I'm free, and it don't hurt to try. So let's put out, influence in the right areas. Like you know this nigga right here, he a producer. All right, let's boom. This one, oh yeah, it's called, yo, what up? He fuck with DR period. Oh, all right, man. Yo, I got this young guy named GQ Beats. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck with him. Yo, all right. And I was just so aggressive when it came to that things started to fall in place.
Work out.
Yeah.
You started to take it serious.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So your first hit was High Hater.
Yes. No.
No?
No, not my first real hit. People, I don't know if people remember, but it's called Rumors. I don't know if you remember Rumors.
No, Rumors, baby.
Yeah.
I think it was on the DVD.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
that's what got me in the game.
Right?
Yeah, yes indeed. In the Bentley.
Right.
Yeah, me and Kim, Rumors. That's the song got me on.
Yeah, right.
That was it.
That was Yep. So High Hater.
High Hater was
that was out of here.
Sort of, yep.
What's that experience like, man?
Unbelievable.
And how long was that after you came home?
So I came home. So I did a violation. I came home first time, went home. I came home first time. Got locked back up 5 months later for a violation. I did a year. I come out 2003. I was signed to Universal 18 months later. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. The feeling of it, and this is when signing to a major felt like you really was that good, or you really was next up. This is, like you got signed, nigga. Like you signed to Universal. Like,
now, what is the process? All right, you come home. What do you said you get a producer. You in the studio.
I was doing everything, bro.
What do you got to go at the DJs? Like,
I did all that. I was linking with niggas that I felt could help me. There's a lot of people that helped me. There was a girl, Shaka Dawn from the Bronx. She introduced me to K Slay. Right, I was on his show a week after I came home. There was my man Hood. He was cool with DJ Enough. My brother 80 was there every step of the way. It was a lot of people that I don't know if I always say their names, but they played a real role in either introducing me to somebody or putting me in a room where I was able to create my own relationships. Like Kim, I don't know if people remember that I started hanging around Kim, and people was starting to know me from being around Kim. And Kim never outright said, "Here, nigga, do you." It was just more or less like, "Nigga, you in the room," and that was all I needed. See, a nigga that's ambitious enough is gonna
make his moves.
Make his moves. So I started to meet people and be around the people. I met Swizz, and then we started to have a beautiful relationship. I remember him telling me years ago, I wasn't signed to nothing. He said, "Yo, man, take these beats, man." He said, "Yo, I'm like, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. That's those for you. Like, those for you." You know what I'm saying? Like, I stick the mother niggas up. But, you in the ground. Like, go ahead. He probably don't remember telling me that.
That's crazy. Yeah. Speaking about Swizz, I had that song,
$1 million bucks. Yeah.
How did that process come about, man?
Nah, once the relationships is there, everything else is easy. Once you start developing the relationships with the people that can help your career, then shit is easy. Especially at the time I was signed on Atlantic, and they was going for it. You know.
Now, when you signed, can you do what you want to do? Like,
As far as what?
talking about creatively. Like, can you
Yeah,
just do what
you
you
can
want?
do whatever you want to do. If they decide to put it out or not is another story.
They
Do whatever
decide.
you want to do. You
Now,
go.
how do you know? Like, what do they tell you? What they'll put out? They let you know this is what we want. This is what we'll put out.
Yeah, it's frustrating because you think you might have a single and you go play it for the you go to you're sitting there with the chairman and all the executives and all. You're like, yeah, I got this is it. This is my first single. And they go, we can put it out. We don't think this. Yeah,
So how do they know? Like, what they that's crazy.
I mean, they think they know.
That's crazy.
They think they know. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like having an ear for music, I mean, look, they've been in the business for many years, so they, to a certain extent, they do understand what it is, the texture of a hit record. So they, but as an artist, you more emotional. So you like, what? This nigga's acting like it ain't. I want these crackers, man.
I worked
But
hard to do this.
yeah, but so you go through the phases of being thinking you up, but then you might be as not as up as you think you are. But then, you go in there when they're excited, like, oh my God, this is it. All the above, this is it. Let's go, man. And you go and they throwing parties for you and all that. And you feel like, oh, this is it. I'm never coming back down off this. I'm never coming back down. I'm so high. I'm about to nigga? What? I'm about to Holly Berry, nigga. Like this is about to happen. What? What?
Nah, it'll go.
Yeah, nigga.
It'll go. What is the come down from the highlight from that? Like,
It's
how you
very
deal with that,
humbling.
bro?
I've had extreme highs where I felt like everybody and their mama was calling my phone. And then I had extreme lows when my phone ain't ringing and I'm depressed and I'm looking at my phone, shit like this. Numbers ain't going, records ain't working. I'm like, I'm doing my best. I mean, listen, I've been through every feeling that you could feel when it comes to the music business as being an artist. Up, down, in the middle. Felt betrayed, felt forgotten, felt left back. I felt all those things, bro. But it's what you do with it. Now we can internalize that shit and walk around like everybody owe you something, or you could just be the fly nigga that I am and just gonna keep getting. Suck, nigga. It ain't nothing, because every time you see me, you ain't gonna be looking like I need a favor.
Yeah, straight up. You said all the above. T-Pain was
my biggest hit.
Yeah, that's your biggest one.
Biggest.
It made what, 40th?
40th what?
It made 40th place on the top 100.
Oh, it was top 40, definitely.
Yeah, top 40.
Yeah, top 40, yeah.
That's what's up. So that check was different.
You wish them checks was as different as you imagine. The music business is not designed really for artists to be wealthy, bro. Let's be honest. Like they're not. If you look at some of those contracts in any era, they was never designed for artists to be super rich. Being an artist is just like a job, really, basically. And you getting the less, especially back then, you getting a lower percentile of your intellectual property, of what you putting out. But because they spending all the money, they upfronting the money, you in debt, and now they got to make theirs back first. And most artists never recoup. So you hear artists like me who have a lot of motion, who's like one of them niggas, and you say he ain't never had a royalty check. People don't understand that, and they think that they beat him. Rick Ross. No, it's just the way that these contracts is designed. Like that's how they design.
So many people got to get paid before you get paid or something like that.
Record company first and foremost want their money off the bat. So back then the contracts was like, CD was like what, $25 and shit like that. You might a dollar, like what was it, like 14 points, something like that, or 12 points, 14 points. You might like barely a dollar. Like it was. But that's just the way it was. So you could choose to mope about it or take the opportunity to, because guess what? If it was no music business, then it's like, what are we gonna do? So we take the bumps and bruises, and every artist
Go through them.
then had a contract where it was like, man,
Take
man,
everything.
what? Some artists never owned their publishing, never.
You on yours?
Yeah, they never owned their publishing ever.
Now you negotiate that in deals.
Yeah, I came in the game now where people were starting to talk about publishing, and record companies was like, oh no, we're not gonna touch it. But you look at them old contracts, they was taking pubs, they was doing pub deals and recording deals. That's how Baby do his deals. He do a recording deal and a pub deal at the same time. Two different contracts, but at the same time. Till you sign it. Your book. So you giving them your publishing or half of it or whatever, and they admin the publishing. So they controlling it. This is rough, man.
So you gotta go in there with a lawyer. You can't just go in there.
Lawyer, not going in with a lawyer. You don't understand. Listen, the word that I had to learn, that's like a nightmare. And in every contract that I do, I look for that first word first. You know what that word is?
What's that?
Perpetuity.
Perpetuity, what's that mean?
You know what perpetuity is?
What's that mean?
Huh? It means forever.
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 So once you see that word,
I'm like, whoa.
Stop this shit.
Time out, nigga. Fuck off. Like, perpetuity. Like,
and that's crazy. Like,
I never heard that word before in my life.
Like, that's crazy.
I never heard nobody use that word. I never been in a room with somebody use that word. Nobody knows that word. Why is that word in here? Let a nigga hand me a comment. Let a nigga hand me a comment. Yeah, let a nigga hand me a comment.
That says we want everything.
No, it just says for perpetuity. That's all it has to say.
So anything in this contract for perpetuity.
Nigga, you get a contract to say perpetuity, you're in a bad place. Because they talking about whatever. So let's say like they want, so say like your masters, right? They say, we'll your masters for perpetuity or whatever for perpetuity. Whatever deal you doing, anything that got perpetuity in it is negative. I'm not playing like that. I'm like, what? Like, I learned the hard way about perpetuity, my nigga. So I look for that first. I don't give if the contract is 30 pages. I'm looking just for that one word.
Who put you on?
Taking bumps and bruises. I'm scarred, bro. I'm scarred. I got scars, man. You know, my soul, bro. Like, and everything, man. You understand? Right. Being like bumps and bruises of life, man. You understand? Like, but learning how to make the best out of things. Now we can look at it and say, man, these niggas is trying to do this and trying to do that. Or we could take the best out of it and flip it and make the energy ours.
Well, what happens when you do that? You, okay, I'm gonna make the best of it. And then they come back and double down and cut that off where you was just at. And now
it's always a way to, you got to learn how to deal. You got to be just as ruthless as they is in some aspects. And man, and I'm not, like, you just got to learn how to maneuver, man. Like, now I'm like, your contract, nigga, I'm gonna what I signed. Nigga, what? What? Take me to court, nigga. Whatever.
When you write music, you write for the audience, you write for hell, you just write for whatever you feel.
Well, I make music. When I make music, it's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I'm, you know, it's a few different sides of me. It's like a side of me that may be borderline conscious. You know what I'm saying? And there's a side of me that likes to touch on like painful things. Then it's the other side of me with niggas know man don't like to be outside. It's that side right there. They know I like the action. You understand? So, you know, I just try to cover those elements, you know, and just be who I am. You know, that may not work for somebody else. I'm like, yeah, this nigga still talking about. But if it's who you are, it's who you are.
You think a rapper's lyrics should change with his age?
Yes and no. For me, I probably don't make lyrics about shooting or firing, shit like that. I'd still depict certain things, but I'm not just, because the truth of the matter, we living life. So that's why I'm like, you know, my last few songs that we put out, it's like more like fun songs. It's like we tell me you love me so we go viral. Like we having fun, like, you know. But you still gotta be true to who you are, right? Just because you're a rapper, you're not out of harm's way. So some of these things we affected by, coming out every day, maybe, being in harm's way or, conflict with other men in other cities. Like, so, you got to still be on your shit. You got to still be sometimes aggressive. So music may reflect that. But I do feel like we should add to it. You don't necessarily got to change, but you should add an element that's a little bit more,
Sure.
huh?
Sure.
Maybe mature, maybe more truthful to where you at right now. You know, because where I was at, when I first started, is not where I'm at today. So of course, all the music is not gonna be the same. It's certain I be hearing old shit, and I'm like, damn, I was hard.
You ever look back like, damn, I regret that, man?
Regret it?
Yeah.
I don't like to regret things. It's things that I was like, damn, I was fucking off the money. I was just fucking up. I was fucking up the relationship, and I was scaring the money away. And I learned how to like turn that around and do better. But I don't like to live in regret. I don't like to live in regrets because what's meant to be will be.
What's the dumbest thing you ever did with money?
Nigga, all the shit we doing with money is dumb. Buying cars, buying like, well, nigga, I remember buying my first Bentley, nigga, like that feeling like was like, oh my god. But when you think back, as you mature, you like, is it worth it? Yes, maybe, because that's who you are. Right? And we want these things because we never had these things. Like, I'm a nigga that just got out of jail, out of prison. I was doing a decade. And now I'm in a Bentley dealership dropping 40 or whatever it was. Like, here, let me get that. Pulling up. You see what I'm saying? Like, we want to have. Just making music that I want to make. Just, a plethora of different things with my life, where I'm at today, how I feel, I might not be on any top 5 list, but none of that's gonna mean if I don't die rich. Like, what you talking about? Like, what the fuck y'all talking about?
What was it like hearing your song on the soundtrack of that movie Sing?
Well, that song been in a lot of movies. We did a lot of sync. Those are called sync.
Okay.
It's a sync license when they take your song and put it in commercials, movies, shows. Like, so for some reason, that's like my biggest sync song. That song been all over. Like, it was in few movies, like, so, but Sing is probably the biggest because it's a children's movie, so it's like, wow.
That money different?
It's residual income. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but shit, it ain't nothing.
It ain't light, man. You gotta see a movie and your music and soundtracks. Shit.
Listen, we always got, there's always room to do more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep trucking. What's a opportunity you regret not taking in the industry? Like?
The only thing, like, I don't regret nothing, but I just felt like I should have nurtured my relationships better, opposed to being so, aggressive and, appearing to be, more confrontational than I really am. Because the truth of the matter is, with all that ever been said about me, I've always been cool. I've always been a level-headed guy. Two things can be right at the same time. You can be a level-headed guy, but still, don't have a problem with violence. You know what I'm saying? You still can be both at the same time. So I think that, yeah, I should have like nurtured my relationships a lot better, because back then I was hearing like, oh, they don't want you there because, when the label was telling you, oh, people scared of you, and they don't want you there, you can't go. All the artists on the other label on the label could go, but you can't go because of the perception on you. Because you always caught up in something. You always in something.
You're aggressive. They be like, damn, I don't know about him.
Yeah, and it don't really be about nothing. But now it's different. That's changed. But I work hard to change that narrative. And part of that is just growing and letting go other things. Like, bro, let it go, man. Stop talking about what I did to niggas 15 years ago. Oh, you took this C's chain and listen, the bunk this, like, yo, bro, we didn't got past all that. Like, we didn't made it past all that. Like, stop with the commentation about shit that is almost 20 years ago.
Yeah. So would you say, you know, with the growth you've had, you willing to take the high road now?
High road. It all depends on what you're talking about.
In any situation.
So here's the thing,
Okay.
and I was just saying this the other day because I seen somebody that I don't really get along with, but my whole thing is certain things are not worth me pursuing. We can have had some words, and I can leave it there. Everything, you're not really an enemy of mine. We never shed each other blood. Like it ain't nothing. You're not infringing upon no business of mine. Like we could have had a disagreement. Fuck you, fuck me, like whatever. Like, and when I see you, I'm not necessarily gonna. We might have a conversation. I ain't gonna walk by like act like I ain't see you, you know. But I don't think I need to be at this point in my life trying to prove something or run down and get into an altercation with men over things that I feel like are not worth it, right? So we can agree to just be on opposite ends of the street. You over there, I'm over there. We ain't gotta be cool, but I ain't got to be chasing you around. You're not on my calendar, nigga. I'm not looking for you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. At what moment in your career did you realize you truly had to change as a person? I know you said, you know, once the industry, the labels is like, yo, you know, you gotta calm it down. But when did you realize, all right?
When you sitting around looking at your peers, when niggas is coming around that used to want to be just happy to be around you, now they surpassing you. You like, man, what the? I gotta figure this shit out. Like, you know, I'm a person that's gonna adapt. You know, I'm gonna. One thing about me, I'm gonna figure something out. You know, like that's just my ability. Like to not stand still, to not wallow in shame. Like I'm not just, oh my God, this record didn't work. Oh
Get
my
up and keep it
God,
moving.
everybody left me. Nobody hit my line back. Like, not no. Fuck all that. Let's get back on this bike and keep pedaling.
That's a fact. How'd you get into acting?
Acting is cool. I really more or less on the production side. I don't produce. Like I produced a couple things on my own that I'm really trying to find homes for. But the acting is cool. Like I think I don't know if I don't think I had the passion to pursue acting as like a job like that. Like I would rather sit there and say, yo, let's come up with a movie idea and write it, and then I'll act in it. But I don't want to be just hired act. Like I do it sometimes. Like I'm working on a show, with Will DeMayo. It's called what's the name of that show with Shaq? Me and Shaq. Yeah. Gravesend.
Griezmann.
Excuse me. Yeah. There's a lot of known actors in there. It's an Italian mob TV show that's on Amazon. So I got a role in there with Shaq. I just got a role for something that we gonna actually shoot next month. So, but if the role come to me, I'll take it. If we work out the business, me going on 20 auditions a week,
Yeah, you're not doing.
no, I
You're
ain't.
not
I
doing
ain't
that.
doing it.
Yeah.
No.
How you got into how'd you get into love and hip hop, and how was that
Love and
experience?
hip hop was never a thing for me.
Yeah.
I've been on that one time.
Or just one time?
One
They
time.
hollered at you?
They was hollering at me since the beginning.
No.
They know I had action.
Okay.
So I at the time, like I was in a relationship with a female that had some real motion. I was just like, this would be good for you because you really got a store. We could build your brand up. So I was just trying to mastermind the whole thing. I was never married to it because I don't think it was really who I am. But I did it just that it was one time, one season. I was on maybe about 7 or 8 episodes, but that was really it.
Is it scripted or is it just like literally real? Like,
You know what I mean? They you know where you know what the scene is about.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
all right, we're gonna talk about, when your girl lost the puppy. So now we got to talk about your girl losing the puppy.
And whatever come from that,
Right.
that they'll catch
Yeah,
those.
so
Okay. All right, let's see what that is. You took classes for acting? You ain't do that.
Yeah,
You did take classes.
yeah. I did a few lessons, shit like that. But like I said, I don't think it's a super passion of mine. So I like to do it. Acting is hard. You gotta remember, like, if you doing a movie, like when I go on that set to do that Gravesend thing, and I got 3 days of shooting, I can't do nothing else.
Yeah.
Ain't no doing nothing else. Ain't no going on the radio. Ain't no going to the studio. Like it's all day and night on this one thing.
Yeah.
So it takes up a lot of your time.
You like radio better?
Radio is fun.
Radio.
Radio's fun. Podcasts are more freer.
Yeah.
But radio's fun. I get to hang out and talk radio with Angela Yee, which is cool.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what's
Definitely.
up. Y'all got chemistry too,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. So, out of all the movies you played in, which one was your favorite? Like, or should I say, which one got on your nerves the most?
Nah, I think the thing I did, Tales was the BET series. I was on Tales. That was probably like my favorite. You know, of course the Tupac. My little role in Tupac was exciting. You think this is a rap video? You think this is a rap video, nigga? I told you, nigga.
Did you holler that touch? Like you got in touch with him?
I spoke to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke to him.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I seen that. All right, so you had that podcast, the Kitchen Talk.
Yeah.
It's over for that.
I should have never did the deal with Fox, the Fox Soul. I should have never did it because once I did it, it stopped being a podcast. It started being like a TV show, and it was just so hard for me to manage because of all the other things. So when that was happening, it was around the same time we was going back in the studio to do Lobby Boys, and it was like now I'm recording every day. It's like, so I started not doing it as a podcast. Now I'm doing it. Okay, y'all paying for these seasons. So I give you a season of 10 episodes, but after that, I ain't doing it no more. And then if you want the other 10, I'll do it then. So it stopped being as free as I wanted it to be. People think, oh, it didn't work. No, that shit worked. We was moving. I miss it though because it gave me something else, that I had going on, and I think that it was a good deal that I had got.
What was
But
What was
with
the deal?
Fox Soul. It was 6 figures, 100%.
Very lucrative.
But sometimes it's not always about the money. It's about, what. It's about the creativity. We changed the whole set. We changed the whole everything. It was just different. It was never the same.
It was never the same. I had seen a clip of you saying that you had ran in on your son getting busy in the crib.
No, two
your
times.
crib.
Oh, in my crib. Oh yeah. Now I heard him. Yeah, that was crazy. I heard somebody yelling downstairs. I came downstairs. He on the couch in the living room drilling something from the back. I ain't know what to do. Like, should I congratulate him or I'm like, why is she yelling like that? Like, I thought somebody was in danger. That was wow.
Now, as a father today, with the growth you have, you think at any age it's cool for dudes to have multiple women?
Wow. Is it cool?
Is it a good thing? I don't want to say necessarily. Is it good?
I don't know if it's a cool, bad, or good thing. I just think it is what it is. I think a man is, if he's honest about his nature, then it may be more difficult to be with just one person for that period of time, right? But you got to be honest with yourself. If you know you struggle with that, then don't get into a committed relationship. See, I don't. That's the thing. If you know you struggle, like you're gonna be on, and you still might be playing, then don't get married. Be honest. Say, look, man, I enjoy our time. I enjoy being with you. I want to do things with you. We I want to do things for you. We do things for each other, but I don't know if I don't want to create a false sense of expectation to where it's like now you expected me to live a certain way. Now when you find out that you're like, oh my God, how could you? So I think I don't want to say it's cool or not. It's to each his own. I'm not telling them
I
none
say
of
that
Wow.
because guys, all right, it's looked at like, do your thing. But
Right.
really, if you a focused dude, is it really? Because, dudes that got one woman and they focus.
Right. But we all got our habits, bro.
Yeah.
We all got our vices. Some is just different than others.
Mm-hmm.
Some might have, you know, some might have a weed thing. Others might have a lifestyle thing.
What's your
They
vice?
like the action.
They said don't trust no man without a vice. What's your
I like the action, man.
You like that?
I like the action, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I like the action. I like,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I had to be honest about, and therefore, like when I get into these, relationships with women, I'm I'm a lot more honest about who I am, opposed to selling something that I'm not, opposed to saying something that I know I'm not gonna be able to live up to. You see, the thing is, if you tell a woman, yo, look, this is who I am, and it's something I struggle with, but at the same time, we can. I'm not opposed to anything falling in place the right way. She gonna respect that more than you telling her, oh man, I want to be with you. I'm tired of this. Oh man, I'm tired of shit. I'm getting too old for shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then she find out
Mm-hmm.
that you've been on the same.
Yeah. But then, it's always back to that. The ones that you gotta stay focused.
Well, I don't think it all depends on how you control your vices,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got people on Wall Street
Cocaine.
running for running Fortune 500 companies
Yeah.
that do coke
Mm-hmm.
on the weekends,
Mm-hmm.
but they keep the vice in check enough to run the business, right? We all want to be at our optimum space in life, but it's things that may pull you in other like some people like drinking. Some people just can't stop drinking.
You never smoked, drink before?
I drink, I drink, I drink, and I don't really smoke like that. Nope.
Really for you.
Yeah, weed ain't.
What you think about it being legal, man? Like,
Why not? We need them licenses. All the niggas that went to prison for weed, yeah, run that back.
I'm saying, I look at it like this: it's legal now that they here.
Who's they?
Gentrification.
I mean, we could look at it like that.
Because
We also could look at it as an opportunity.
with that opportunity in 400,000, 500,000 ready to put up.
I mean, we gotta get it, bro.
Yeah.
It's if what it's gonna be, what it gonna be. You gotta in life. You gotta pay the toll, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's either that or something else.
Mm-hmm.
What we gonna do?
That's a fact. Would you go into that business?
I got something in the works.
You about to come out with a Maino strand?
Got something in the works. We'll see.
This is good. This is good. So what you got coming up in the future? Like, what can we expect from the future?
This shit, man. One of the things I'm excited about is the podcast we just started. It's called Let's Rap About It.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, Jim, Fab, Davey.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
To do that with guys that I really bond with and in and around this music business. I got a lot of other things going on, man. Shows on the way. Got a book that I've been trying to get out for the last
You got a book?
million years. Yeah,
What's up?
it's almost ready, man. She told me next week we there, but it's been something I've been working on for a long time.
And the name of that podcast you guys all on, that's Artist.
No, it's called Let's Rap About It.
Oh, Let's Rap About It. Okay. And which I just all playing, like, how'd that come about?
Well, it came about with us doing that first interview, and then everybody seen the chemistry. Everybody started. The comments was just like, "Damn, I didn't know how much I needed. This was funny. This was enlightening. This is good." So it was easy. It was easier for us to do it together and more organic because we really hang out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna be a little different because you see 4 artists at the same time talking about their perspectives on life. We ain't doing no chatty patty.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't care about nobody's business. We talking about how we view things. You know what I'm saying? How we, you know, our life, our lives. You know.
You was speaking on R. Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah, and you was like, you know, you still listen to the music.
Yeah.
I do too. I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
I mean,
You don't?
no, I do. I'm not gonna say
said,
that, but if I hear it,
I'm not
okay,
into
cool,
all that.
fuck
Like,
it.
we listen. I separate the man from his artistry. One ain't got nothing to do with the other. Like I don't. Like I'm not. Just because I listen to music don't mean I'm condoning certain behavior. And that's where we gotta understand two things don't have to coincide with each other. Oh, let's boycott. Let's listen to music. That music good as man. I was listening to that shit. I wish the other day. You talking
Man
that? You
was
talking that
genius.
shit? What?
That man was genius with it.
We can't. But that doesn't erase
No, it don't, bro.
him being a musical genius. Does not erase.
Word.
I can't help that. I like.
Song
I might be in an OG. I might be in an OG spot with my cousin. I'm gonna go to DJ Booth and say play R. Kelly, man. I don't care who get mad. Play it.
That's a fact. Dudes looking at it like I'm not messing with him. I mean, I don't agree with what he did, but
one ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to do. I don't with what he did. I'm not into that. I don't condone that. I'm not into that type of behavior. People that do that, I don't got nothing to do with no underage kids. I got a daughter of mine. Nigga, I would never, on no circumstances, but me listening to the music, I don't believe is a condoning of the behavior.
it's not.
I don't believe that.
It's not. And we had seen him do what he did to that girl, and niggas still was going with him. So you know he's talented.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
shit.
he's talented. Yo, Maino.
Yep.
Appreciate having you, bro.
Hey, it's
Thank
all
you,
good.
brother.
It's all good.
Thank you, man.
Man, thank you.
Yo, I'm Landslide Live. This is straight from the bricks.
Landslide Live. You heard him?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Standing ovate, pull up to the event. 10 plates on the bench, 4 niggas in the jag, 100 cash in the bag. It's posture, not swag, I'm cutting crime in half. Time to be your own man, a man ain't a man without a plan. Pushed up by the wheel, I don't need no key. Nino chasing the MF, just having a G.